Hello and welcome to the Hak5 Payload Awards. I'm your host, Darren Kitchen, and tonight I am joined by none other than Allie Diamond! Oh, in unison!
Wow! It's an honor to celebrate the creative contributions from the Hak5 community.
As you know, payloads are the scripts that run on Hak5 gear. They're simple, written in DuckyScript or Bash, and they're meant to be fun and easy. You know, not just to write and test and execute on your target, but they're social.
And that's what brings us here tonight, that social element. Since the beginning of Hak5 nearly 20 years ago, with the first devices like the USB Switchblade, payloads have been not just about flexing your skills as a developer, but a way to connect with other like-minded hackers. Half of the fun is learning new techniques, experimenting, and appreciating all of the creative ways we craft our exploits.
Allie, I can remember writing my first auto-run script for the USB Switchblade, posting it on the Hak5 forums, and then of course constantly refreshing the page, hoping somebody would comment on my code, and that they did. Not only they had rewritten some of it, tweaking it to go faster and a little more efficiently, and I gotta say, that is an awesome feeling. So tonight, we're just going to do that and show our appreciation for you, the payload developers.
Throughout the last few years, Hak5 has had the honor of rewarding developers in the community as we highlight their payloads. Thousands of dollars in Hak5 gear have been awarded, and tonight we're going to be celebrating not only the most recent category winners from 2023 and 2024, but also the grand prize winners, our Hak5 Payload Heroes.
So before we get started, though, I do want to thank everyone who just picked up some Hak5 gear and scratched an itch, wrote a payload, contributed to this amazing community where we all benefit from your hacks. And I can speak for all of us at Hak5. We are so incredibly lucky to have such an amazing and curious, creative community. And with that, Allie, let's go ahead and kick it off with the top payloads of 2023 and 2024 by category, starting with
credentials.
Credential harvesting is the method of obtaining credentials. You know, think usernames and passwords. Many techniques are used to obtain credentials, from keylogging to credential dumping. With a set of credentials in hand, red teamers can access systems and make lateral movements across the network, as well as creating their own credentials, which may be difficult to detect in a breach.
And the 2023 winner for Best Credentials Payloads goes to Spywheel for the email capture payload on the Keycroc. This payload captures email addresses and passwords as they're typed using some creative regular expressions.
Along with our 2024 winner, Nick005 TAC Arch for the Ducky Harvest payload for the USB Rubber Ducky. This payload steals browser credentials and saves them to a file and prepares them for a little extraction via USB. Congratulations, Spywheel and Nick005-Arch.
Execution. Execution is the method of either remotely or locally running code, malicious or otherwise, on a target computer. It's typically coupled with other techniques to carry out more complex tasks like performing reconnaissance, exfiltration, or credential harvesting. Execution may be ephemeral or coupled with persistence techniques used to maintain remote code access or continued code execution.
And the 2023 award for Best Execution Payload goes to Hacking Mark with the simple PSH wallpaper changer payload for the USB Rubber Ducky. It's a payload that, as it sounds, changes the desktop wallpaper on a Windows machine using PowerShell. And honestly though, it's a really nice use of DuckyScript 3.0.
And for our 2024 winner, Plumpy Turkey with the Windows Duck in the Middle payload for the USB Rubber Ducky. This payload intercepts Windows network traffic by setting up a proxy server, redirects user traffic through it, and is well documented and a prime example of great DuckyScript 3.0 usage. Congratulations, Hacking Mark and Plumping Turkey.
So exfiltration, I love to call it an involuntary backup. It's a technique for obtaining data from a network. And once obtained, the data can be, of course, removed from the network from various methods. This may include traversing the network through a command and control center, like our Cloud C2, or the content is typically encrypted and obfuscated. And in the case of physical access, my favorite, bring your own network attacks elements may be included to evade detection.
And the award for the 2023 Best Exfiltration payload goes to Cribbit for the Morse code payload for the USB rubber ducky. This payload exfiltrates data from a Windows machine by converting it into Morse code signals via the numlock LED, which is very unique.
Seriously crazy. It's like blinking like, whoa. Hey, also, our 2024 winner is TWD with keystroke reflection payload for the key crock. This payload takes the keystroke reflection technique that was first pioneered on the USB rubber ducky and adapts it to the key crock, targeting Linux systems with some pretty fancy shell scripting. So congratulations, Cribbit and TWD. Now, general, kind of a catch-all, you know? It's the payload category for those that don't fit, any particular cybersecurity facet. We've found demonstrations, examples, extensions, snippets other developers can use, proof of concepts, crazy ASCII art, interactive games. I mean, really, the downright bizarre.
And the 2023 award for Best General Payload goes to Pyrex, the pilot for the piano player payload generator for the USB rubber ducky. This is actually a Python script that takes in tracker information, formatted note files, and generates USB rubber ducky payloads to play the piano. I know it's a little bizarre, but very cool.
Also, with our 2024 winner, it is Cribbit with the bouncy coil for the OMG devices. It's a payload that creates a playful animated bouncy coil effect using Windows PowerShell by oscillating the patterns. It's pretty cool. Congratulations, Prix the Pilot and Cribbit.
Mobile payloads are those specifically designed to target mobile devices, think iOS and Android, and have to rely on some crafty techniques to turn a few seconds of physical access with a phone or tablet into red team success. In the past, we've seen malicious APK sideloaders and trusted root CI installers, and since then, in our increasingly mobile-centric world, we've seen some truly crafty payloads.
And the 2023 winner for Best Mobile Payload goes to Peaks with the ActiveSync Exfil Exchange payload for the OMG devices. These payloads uses iOS ActiveSync to add a Microsoft Exchange server and then exfiltrate data off the iPhone.
Along with our 2024 winner, Diabolic with the ABD Shell DumpSys payload for the Bash Bunny. This payload uses Android Debug Bridge to extract system details from an Android device over a USB Ethernet connection. Very crafty. Congratulations to Peaks and Diabolic.
Time for phishing. Of course, a popular technique for gaining access to a target. Generally, phishing is a digitally delivered social engineering method. Phishing techniques may use a wide net or specifically target a specific role or individual, sometimes known as spear phishing. And many phishing campaigns involve tricking a target into divulging credentials and other information, such as by mimicking known trusted sources, be it a website or a person.
The 2023 winner for Best Phishing Payload goes to Draplon with the Triggered Bunny payload for the Bash Bunny. This payload can remotely trigger over 40 phishing templates and includes browser detection and a kill switch. Super unique.
Also, our 2024 winner is 90N45 with the Mac Alert Fisher payload for the Bash Bunny. I have to say, this payload is amazing. It creates fake macOS alert dialogues, tricking user to entering in their credentials. Honestly, this technique has been used by some of our friends, our pen testers that swear by it. Congratulations, Draftlon and 90N45.
Pranks are harmless fun, and prank payloads come in all shapes and sizes, from fork bombs that require reboots to your classic Rickroll. Anyone in tech can appreciate the joy of pulling off an innocuous prank. Think inverting a mouse so down is up and up is down, and honestly, as we know, the list goes on.
And the 2023 winner for Best Prank Payload goes to Atomic ZSec with the Caps Troll payload for the USB rubber ducky. This payload, it is so simple, and yet so devious. It just toggles caps lock repeatedly. Honestly, this was an aesthetic on IRC back in the day, and let's hope it never comes back.
It's still here. Along with our 2024 winner, 90N45 with the TV menu trigger payload for the Bash Bunny, which targets smart TVs and, similar to our Caps Troll, randomly pops up a search menu on Google TVs. Who would even notice a Bash Bunny plugged into the back of their TV?
I definitely wouldn't.
So, congratulations to Atomic ZSec and 90N45.
Reconnaissance, or Recon. It's all about gathering information about your target, be it an individual or a network as a whole. Individual computers can be scanned though using hot plug tools like the Bash Bunny or USB rubber ducky with a little keystroke injection techniques to obtain some valuable information without needing to escalate privileges.
And the 2023 winner for the Recon payload goes to TWD with the X-Frame Option Scanner payload for the USB rubber ducky. This payload is really crafty, using Microsoft Edge and some JavaScript to scan a local network for exploitable web servers, a really novel technique.
Along with our 2024 payload winner, the Dragon Keeper with the Keylogger payload for the Bash Bunny. And you guessed it, the Keylogger payload is a keylogger. Congratulations, TWD and the Dragon Keeper.
There are many forms of remote access which may be used by different actors for various purposes. A red team might use remote access techniques that provide persistent access to an exploited target for the purposes of reconnaissance and lateral movement across the network. A systems admin may use remote access to perform day-to-day operations on a network-accessible computer. An array of techniques exists to obtain and maintain remote access across a network, including using a command and control server like our very own Cloud C2.
And our 2023 winner for Best Remote Access Payload goes to Ofori with the Reverse Ducky Ultimate Payload for the USB rubber ducky. Seriously, this payload is a reverse shell on steroids, fully customizable, well documented, encrypted, multi-layer polymorphism. Did I mention it was well documented? And also, it is excellently coded. This is a DuckyScript 3.0 best practices example.
And along with our 2024 winner, TWD with the Linux Blind OS commands injection using serial number payload for the keycroc. This payload is crazy. With Wi-Fi for remote access, this payload uses a novel technique of passing commands to the target over the USB device's serial number. What an interesting way to execute obfuscation. Congratulations to Ofori and TWD.
And of course, this leads us to the main event, what we're all here for tonight. Over the past 2 years, the community has doubled the entries on Payload Hub, and tonight a couple will receive the title of Payload Hero, as well as the big Hak5 prizes that go along with.
A little bit about the way this works. We know it takes a huge amount of time, energy, and skill to put together a great payload. That's why we want to honor the community and share your work with the world.
And I must say, there has been a tremendous amount of payloads contributed this year. If it were up to us, it'd be really difficult to choose a winner.
So we didn't.
No, we left it up to you. We outsourced it. You, the audience, the community, the people who run the payloads and get value from them. And we asked you to vote. Boy, did they vote.
Our bronze, silver, and gold winners will be receiving not just the title of Payload Hero for the respective year, not just $500, $1,000, and $2,000 in Hak5 prizes respectively, but most excitingly, one of these Hak5 golden payload trophies.
So cute, so cute.
So without further ado, based on your votes, starting with 2023, our 2023 bronze winner goes to Spywell.
Our 2023 silver winner goes to Ofori.
And our 2023 gold winner with a whopping 117 featured payloads goes to Olive.
Congratulations
to our 2023 Payload Heroes.
And now, on to the current year. In 2024, we saw an incredible turnout, and based on your voices, our winners begin with our 2024 bronze, which goes to TWD.
Our 2024 silver winner goes to InfoSec Red.
And our 2024 gold winner with 26 featured payloads spanning the entire ecosystem, Cribbit. Once again, congratulations to all of our payload winners, all of our weekly winners, all of our category winners, and of course, the Payload Heroes.
Thank you to everyone who has come and watched this video, everyone who has voted, and everyone who has contributed. We had a bunch of winners throughout the year that were first-time contributors, and we're absolutely in awe of the kinds of creative payloads that we've seen come across the poll desk.
So, I am really happy with the way that 2023 went, and of course 2024, and so that means I am hyped to see what y'all come up with in 2025. It is an absolute honor to not only make the platforms for your payloads for our pen testing brothers and sisters in arms, but to feature your creativity has been an absolute delight. For 2025, we also want to highlight those using Hak5 hardware in industry. Be that a cybersecurity conference or a CTF, whatever it is, let us know on social media. We would love to feature your uses of our gear for future awards and more.
Yeah, so be sure to tag at Hak5 or DM your content or story directly to us. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Personally, I would love to be able to do an award category next year for best conference talk using a Hak5 hardware.
It has truly never been a better time to become a part of the amazing Hak5 community.
Thank you all once again for coming out. It has been an absolute honor to be your host tonight. I hope everyone has a safe and happy new year. And as always, from all of us at Hak5, trust your tech no less.